The following program contains secret hacks. Attempting some of these shortcuts can be dangerous and is ill-advised. Need some extra cash? Who doesn't? I've got some hacks that'll help put almost $100,000 of free money in your pocket. From your home to your car to things we don't even think about, like drinks, haircuts, or even mattresses. I'm going to show you how to make money.
I want a 10% increase.
Save money.
Take it off my hands today. We get it for 40% off.
And find money you didn't even know you had. You are owed $100 by the state of Texas. I'm Brian Brushwood, and I've picked up the tools of scientists and spies, of criminals and con artists. I've mastered incredible tricks and dangerous stunts as a professional magician. Now I have an encyclopedia of shortcuts, secret data, and helpful hacks designed to help you make life easier and give you the upper hand. This is Hacking the System. If you've ever lost sleep over money, you're not alone. So I'm going to show you a 1-2 punch that'll knock out your money woes and your sleepless nights. Talking about a new mattress. But here comes the hard part. Buying a mattress is, well, stressful. Prices vary wildly for the same product and can have huge markups.
$6,000 reduced 50% to $3,000.
Like as much as 50%.
One way mattress sellers get the best of us is by making it nearly impossible to compare prices. This is because manufacturers will sell the exact same mattress to different resellers under different names. So how are we supposed to know whether the Turquoise Sleep is really just the Sleeptron 9000 in disguise? Only one way to find out.
Beautiful! Boom! Well, now that we have a baseline, let's see what's in mattress number 2, which cost $500 more. Mattress 2? You're going down.
There we go. Well, that was highly unpractical and a lot of work. Now, obviously, you can't do this at home.
But what you can do is check out each of the mattress's features, like coil count, coil pattern, materials, and padding. If they're the same, you may be looking at 2 identical mattresses, so it's always worth haggling.
I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
There we go.
Uh-oh. Stick with me, because I'm going to expose some of the cheap tricks of the mattress trade.
Take the extended warranty. You want a king, sir. Have you ever fallen asleep on a cloud?
Give the king a shot.
And guide you to a better buying experience, from coil count to cost. This one store owner was so sure of his team's sales techniques, he agreed to let us put cameras inside his store. Here's what I found.
Hey, pretty nice bounce, huh?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm Kent. Welcome to Mattress City. And can I say something?
What's that?
You look like a man of quality. You ever gone to a VIP room in a club?
I have.
Well, follow me to the clef. $6,000 reduced 50% to $3,000.
Yeah, no. This is,
Sir, you don't sleep on a clef. You drift.
This guy's wasting no time trying to gouge me. He's hacking me psychologically by telling me I'm a man of quality. If this happens to you, don't fall for it.
Well, let's start with what size you're looking for. You looking for queen, looking for king?
Know what size you want before you start shopping. If you're a big person and you have the space and extra bucks, sure, go for a king. Me, I'm more like the average person, interested in a queen size.
Are you looking for twin? Is it for you, for your wife, for the kids?
To be honest, I'm more concerned with like how they feel. You know, kind of like getting a little sampler to figure out exactly what I want.
May I suggest starting off on this pillow top mattress? It's a medium firm. How does it feel the back? How does it support?
I will admit, it's very comfortable.
Now, there are specialty mattresses that cost more, but most people buy a conventional mattress with an inner spring design. It depends on your budget and what feels comfortable to you. The best way to test it is to literally fall asleep on it. I'm not joking. Don't be shy, just take a snooze. If it feels good after a nap, it'll likely feel good after a full night's sleep.
How much are we looking at?
Well, Well, we're looking at something that's not going to be here by 1 o'clock. It's a sale for $1,100. That's 50% off the regular price.
Ugh, mattress shopping is exhausting. Let's take a break and check out some quick and easy hacks at home that can save you hundreds of bucks a year.
Want to save money using your home entertainment system? Don't worry, not going to tell you to cancel cable. Just turn down the brightness. Manufacturers ship them with the brightness cranked all the way up so they look good on the showroom floor. This can save you up to 50 bucks a year. Not bad for something you won't even miss. Replacing 100-watt bulbs throughout your house with compact fluorescents or LEDs will save you $150 the first year alone. Switching all your cleaning supplies to generics can save you over $380 a year. Or heck, you can even improvise your own. Lemons can eliminate hard water stains. It smells nice too. Gotta admit, not a fan of this one, but if you want serious power savings, set your AC to 78. Every degree below that uses 3 to 4% more power. Same thing during the winter. Set your furnace to 68, because every degree above uses that same extra 3 to 4%. Washing your clothes in cold water instead of hot water could save you 30 bucks a year in energy costs. And get this, just keeping your lint trap clean will save you another 34. Here's a ridiculously easy way to save 50 bucks a year. Keep your closets closed. That's how much energy is wasted heating and cooling that space.
With just a few simple tricks, I cut about $694 from my home's annual expenses. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I've shown you how to save money around the house, but wouldn't it be nice to shave something off the mortgage payments too?
Instead of making single monthly payments, make a half payment every other week. Here's how it works out. If you're paying monthly, you're only making 12 payments per year.
But if you pay every other week, that's 26 payments. It works out to the equivalent of 13 monthly payments in the same time.
Psychologically, you'll barely notice anything's different, yet you'll apply a full monthly payment directly to the principal. And over the life of the mortgage, it makes a huge difference. How big? If you have a $200,000 mortgage at 4%, over the 30-year life of the mortgage, this will save you $23,000. You buy another house.
Of course, saving money isn't the only way to own your own home. One guy bartered his way to owning a house. What was the first item he started with? Was it a red paperclip, a luxury sedan, an oil painting, or an old phone? The answer is a single red paperclip. A man from Montreal started with a red paperclip, and 14 trades later, he landed the biggest trade of them all, a whole freaking house. I bet he never had to haggle with a mattress salesman, though. Speaking of which, let's get back to the mattress mayhem. My budget's around $1,000, so I'm getting closer, but I still want a better deal.
What do you think so far?
Well, I think I've nailed it down to one of these three guys.
How many coils are you looking for?
As many as it takes.
800 coils, 600 coils, 500 coils. The more coils, it's going to be the firmer the mattress.
Okay.
So long as you have a minimum number of coils, 500's a good amount, it should be a decent mattress. Anything above that is just a matter of how it feels to you.
This is the one. I want this bed in the queen size.
May I stop you, sir?
Today I'm undercover at a mattress store, trying to hack my way to a decent deal on a mattress. And this salesman's revealing every trick and tactic in the playbook to make me spend more.
This is the one. I want this bed in the queen size.
May I stop you, sir? You want a king, sir.
Kings are huge.
This guy is unbelievable. He's still trying to tell me what I want and upsell me to a more expensive item. When a salesman does this to you, stay firm. See what I did there?
To be honest, I'd rather be on a queen.
Then you know what? It's sold. But let me just say this. Take the extended warranty.
Buying an extended warranty isn't necessarily worth it because it doesn't cover wear and tear. But do make sure there's a label sewn into the fabric. If there's no label, do not buy the mattress. It's likely to be used or recycled, and you'll have no recourse if it's defective.
But I think I'm going to go with this bed and no extended warranty.
Take it off my hands today. We get it for 40% off, $900.
Is this the manufacturer's minimum price?
Asking about the manufacturer's price lets him know that I'm an informed buyer and that I demand a good deal.
Well, It's the most my manager will allow me to take off.
I think that's out of my price range.
Stand firm on your budget. As long as they're making money, you should be able to negotiate a fair price.
Well, listen, I'm going to give you an additional 10% discount.
I think we have a deal. Right on, boss. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Finally, once he realized I couldn't be intimidated, I got the price I wanted. I saved 50% on a mattress that usually sells for $1,800. That's $900 of savings. Not bad for an hour's work. I'll sleep well tonight knowing that so far my hacks have saved me nearly 25 grand. So, you got a good night's sleep, and now you want a cup of coffee. One report reveals that we spend almost as much on a Java Jolt per year as we do on commuting. We all know that cutting out expensive treats adds up, but here's a reminder of just how much.
Let me get that Mayan mocha.
Just $5 a week invested at 8% in 5 years turns into $1,596. After 20 years, it's nearly $13,000. Keep doing it for 30 years, and you have over $30,000 of cold, hard cash.
So, do you want the coffee or not?
I don't know. Looks more expensive now.
Cutting out fancy drinks may be an option for some of us,
But there's a few necessities we all need. Food, water, shelter, clothing, and haircuts. According to one survey, hair salons are the third most patronized businesses in the United States. The only place we spend more time is pizza joints and car washes. And some people are spending huge amounts of money to invest in, let's face it, something that's not going to last very long. If you want to save some of that hard-earned cash and put it into something that'll pay a better dividend, I got a hack for you.
The Bureau of U.S. Labor Statistics estimates that we're going to need 13% more cosmetologists, barbers, and hairdressers between 2012 and 2022.
And where do you think they get trained? Beauty schools like this one. With a constant demand for trained professionals, there's thousands of schools like this all over the country. You can often get a great haircut for free or just pay a small tip. And if you don't like it, in 4 weeks you can try again. The average guy spends $28 on a haircut. Women spend an average of $44.
Over the course of 30 years, this one trick could save you $10,000 or more for a once-a-month trim.
I like it. Feeling good.
Just kidding.
Nice job, Nidia.
Thank you.
Cost of my haircut? $0. Of course, I did leave a tip in cash. Now, we can't talk about financial hacks without mentioning those little cards that put the average American household into, oh, I don't know, just $15,000 worth of debt.
Credit cards. If you're like most Americans, they make it way too easy to impulse buy and rack up the debt. Jason, what's the last thing you bought with your credit card?
It was a Mr. T alarm clock.
Why am I not surprised?
It's an alarm clock, but it's Mr. T, and it says, I pity the... it sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
No, actually, that's perfect. That's exactly the kind of thing that you think you need and then maybe regret later. When I was getting out of debt, I didn't want to cut up my credit cards because I knew I might need one for an emergency. So I used a commitment device. Here we go.
Is that my credit card?
Yep.
Why? Why would you do this?
Because you still have it for emergencies, and if there's something you really want, you have to wait for it to thaw out. And if it is an impulse buy, maybe you'll think twice about that Mr. T alarm clock.
And I don't want to carry around my ice chest while I'm shopping.
Then spend cash. Psychologically, it tricks you into being more frugal. And the higher the denomination bill and the crisper it is, the less you want to part with it.
All right, so Jason's clearly not buying into this hack. But if he had, he might have been $15,000 richer. If freezing your credit card seems a little extreme, another way to get ahead is to just make more money. And one of the best ways to do that is to simply ask for it. My buddy Adam here, he's been working for the same company for over a year. And while he's been taking on more and more responsibility, he hasn't been taking in more cash. That's where I come in.
I'm going to be keeping an eye on you, and I want you to listen to my cues, all right?
I told Adam to arrange to meet his boss at a local coffee shop. It's neutral ground and a good place to make him feel comfortable. I know the owners, and they're allowing me to monitor events from nearby using hidden cameras and microphones.
Can you hear me? Check, 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 check. You got this, man. Come on.
All right.
Chin up. Chest out. Power pose.
While Adam meets with his boss, I'll be able to coach him through a small earpiece.
Deep breath, man. You got this.
Asking for a raise can be nerve-wracking.
Remember what we talked about, bro. Make him comfortable. Don't let him get on edge.
All right, here we go.
Thank you for coming today. I understand the kind of constraints that you're under, and I also understand if your answer is not right now.
Ah, no! You don't want to start by letting him off the hook. We're secretly filming my friend Adam asking his boss for a raise. He's already made a huge blunder right at the start.
I also understand if your answer is not right now.
No!
But I just thought that it would be healthy to open up the lines of communication.
Now we gotta see if we can turn this around.
Glad you can be reasonable.
Ask him for the same thing.
All I'm asking from you is the same in return.
Asking your boss to be reasonable is a non-threatening way to gain more control over the conversation. It sets a bar for his decisions, but it doesn't feel like you're asking for too much.
So you're a vital part of the team. It's just that times are tough all over right now.
We've all heard this one before. When you hear something like this, it's time to break out your secret weapon.
CPI. CPI. Mention CPI.
The CPI alone has gone up 2% just this year.
Okay, so this is a bit of a bluff. Truth is, Adam doesn't have a clue exactly how much the consumer price index has gone up this year. But we're banking on the boss just being impressed with his overall awareness. Hope it works.
So what are you looking for?
What I'm looking for is 10%. I want a 10% increase. Now, surely by now I've proven my worth as an employee.
Now we're talking. I like that confidence.
10%? 10%.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll sit down with accounting and I'll see what we can do.
No. You need him to make a commitment now if possible.
Is it possible I could have an answer by the end of the day?
I'll see what I can do.
Ask him what he thinks you're worth.
What do you think I'm worth?
By asking him to put a value on you, it forces him to commit to something. More importantly, it puts him on defense because he has to explain why you shouldn't get a raise.
Well, I agree that you're a valuable employee.
Thank you. This is good. He knows he's underpaying you.
10% isn't unreasonable.
I'm calling that a win. Shake his hand, get the hell out of there.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I can ask. Thank you.
All right.
I'm not going to let you down.
Dude, you freaking killed it? How does it feel?
It feels really good. Yeah,
You feel a little taller now,
I
right?
do, yeah,
Are
yeah.
you tall enough to buy me a drink now?
Adam negotiated another $7,500 a year just by asking. Earning more money's great, but saving money helps too. Which billionaire stays in budget hotels while traveling and buys practical cars that have high gas mileage? Is it Sir Richard Branson, Frederick Meyer, or Bill Gates? The answer is Frederick Meyer. Meyer was raised during the Great Depression and made his fortune from the Meyer grocery and merchandise chain. I mean, you can't blame a guy from that era for buying practical cars.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a beautiful four-door luxury sedan.
Luxury car sounds sexy, doesn't it? Sleek, smooth, fast, and expensive. But what if you could get an older one cheap, like this Lexus?
We're going to start the bidding off at $1,200. $1,200? Yeah, $1,200. I can't get $1,300. $1,300 any.
Good car auctions can be hard to find.
I need $1,600. $1,600 number. We have $1,700. I need $1,800. We have $1,800 number 19. I need.
But if you're looking for ways to save money,
We have $1,800 going once.
and you do your research,
$1,800 going twice.
you could get a great deal on a car you might not otherwise ever be able to afford.
Sold. Come on up here, sir.
Now, you won't find the car of your dreams at a place like this, but you can find a reliable truck or a good first car for your kid. With a little bit of research, preparation, and support, you could save thousands on your next car purchase.
First, try to find a public bank or government auction. These guys just want to make a few bucks on a losing investment or old vehicle.
Do your homework. Look up online beforehand which cars are for sale. Oftentimes they'll list the VIN so you can do a complete vehicle history search. If you can, bring along a mechanic or at least know what you're looking for and limit your searches. I found this luxury sedan valued at over $5,000 used, and I got it for under $2,000. Inspect that car like you're a detective. Look for major bodywork that might be concealing damage. All right, let's take a look here. Here's a counterintuitive one. Check out the radio presets. If you get a bunch of easy listening or oldie stations, maybe the car was owned by somebody older and more responsible, which means proper maintenance. With a little bit of legwork and research, I was able to get this car for less than half of its book value. And the best part is, I won't get bent out of shape first time it gets a dent.
With a few super simple hacks, I've shown you ways to save almost $100,000 in a matter of no time. But that's not all. I bet you didn't know there's $42 billion just sitting out there waiting to be claimed. And some of it is probably yours. Every state in the U.S. has an unclaimed property program where they keep track of money from abandoned savings accounts, overpaid bills, uncashed payroll checks, and more. So I'm out on the streets to see how many people actually have unclaimed money owed to them.
It's Free Money Friday! Who wants money? Oh, what was your name, man? Reza. Reza, where are you from?
I'm from LA.
All it takes is entering your name in an easily searchable database to find out if there's any money owed to you.
Says sorry at this time. You're not owed any money.
Thank you very much.
You got it, man. Hey, buddy. You're blinked out better than I am. What's your name, man?
Greg Donovan.
You hold on to that.
Okay.
Cash reported, $100. Wow. Hey, boss, I'm Brian. What's your name?
How you doing, sir? Mr. Muscle.
Mr. Muscle. Over $100.
Oh, really?
You are owed just under $100 by the state of Texas Transportation Department.
I knew they owed me some money.
Congratulations.
Now who says money can't buy happiness? I mean, not this guy.
This department